Merry Meet. The art of the circle, creating protected space in magical workings. And this is going to include dark magic and circle substitutes. In magical practices, the protective circle is a sacred act of boundary making. It defines space, holds intention, and shields the practitioner from interference. But beyond its role as a container, the circle is also a mirror. It reflects the practitioner's inner world, their relationship to power, and their readiness to engage with forces both luminous and shadowed. For those who work with dark magic, baneful workings, or shadow integration, the circle becomes even more vital, not as a barrier of fear, but as a vessel of sovereignty. And for those who choose not to use circles at all, alternative methods of protection and containment offer equally potent paths. A protective circle is an energetic boundary created to 1. Shield the practitioner from external or internal harm, 2. Contain and amplify the energy of the working, and 3. Define sacred space and establish ritual authority. It may be physical, energetic, symbolic, or spiritual, and its form is shaped by the practitioner's intent and tradition. Physical methods: salt, herbs, stones, candles, chalk, or ritual tools. Placement at cardinal points or in geometric patterns. Energetic methods: visualization of light or elemental forces, spoken invocation or chants, calling upon guardians, ancestors, or deities. Elemental alignment: north, earth, grounding and protection; east, air, clarity and communication; south, fire, purification and will; west, water, healing and intuition. This can vary from path to path and tradition to tradition. Dark magic is not inherently evil. It is intense, transformative, and often confrontational. It deals with shadow, justice, banishment, protection, and reclamation. When working with these energies, the circle must be crafted with precision and respect. There's a few steps for casting a circle in dark workings. Number 1, ground deeply. Anchor yourself in earth or ancestral lineage. You must be rooted before invoking volatile energies. 2. Declare sovereignty. Speak aloud your authority over the space. Example: this space is mine. No force may enter without my will. I stand in power, in clarity, in command. Number 3, layer protection. Use multiple forms. Physical can be salt and iron, energetic, light, or sigils, and spiritual can be guardian spirits, deities, anything of that aspect, including ancestors. 4, program the circle. Define its purpose. Example: this circle contains all summoned force. No harm shall pass beyond its edge. All energy is bound to my will. Number 5, invoke with discernment. When calling spirits or forces, be clear in your invitation and boundaries. 6, contain and direct. Use the circle to hold baneful energy until it is released, transmuted, or sent. 7, close with care. Release spirits, dissolve energy, and cleanse the space thoroughly. Some additional tools for dark workings can be black salt for banishment and shielding, iron or obsidian for grounding and warding, mirror sigils to reflect or trap harmful energy, blood, or bone for ancestral anchoring. Dark magic demands clarity, accountability, and energetic hygiene. The circle is not just protection, it is crucible for transformation. Alternatives to the circle. Other forms of containment. Not all practitioners use circles. Some find them too rigid, too ceremonial, or simply not aligned with their path. Here are some powerful substitutes. Sacred geometry. Triangle, for manifestation, banishment, or invoking triadic forces. Square, for stability and grounding. Spiral, for journeying, transformation, or ancestral communication. These shapes may be visualized, drawn, or walked physically. Sound and vibration. Chanting or drumming can create a vibrational boundary. Singing bowls or bells can cleanse and define space. Mantras or spoken spells can program the energetic field. Spirit guardians and wards, calling upon specific spirits, ancestors, or deities to guard the space. Placing wards or talisman at the perimeter. Using watchtowers or sentinels in place of directional elements. Elemental anchoring. Instead of a circle, anchor the space with an elemental altar at each corner. Use fire bowls, water vessels, stones, and incense to define energetic flow. Inner temple visualization. Create a mental temple or sanctuary where all workings occur. This space is portable, adaptable, and deeply personal. It can be programmed with layers of protection and symbolism. These, these alternatives honor the practitioner's autonomy and creativity. The key is intentional boundary setting, with or whether through geometry, spirit, sound, or visualization. Closing the space. Release and restoration. Whether using a circle or an alternative, closing the space is essential. It restores balance, releases, invokes energies, and honors the work done. Steps may include something such as thanking the spirits and guardians, visualizing the boundary dissolving, sweeping with herbs or sound, and declaring closure aloud. An example of this: the space is released, all energies return to their source. I remain whole, clear, and sovereign. So mote it be. Creating protective space is not just a precaution, it is a sacred craft. It reflects the practitioner's relationship to power, spirit, and self. Whether through circles, sigils, sound, or guardians, the act of boundary making is an act of sovereignty. For those who walk with shadow, with fire, with fierce intent, the circle becomes a crucible, a mirror, and a shield. And for those who shape their own path, alternatives offer freedom and adaptability. In all cases, protection is not fear, it is clarity. It is the declaration: I know who I am, I know what I call, I know what I allow. And in that knowing, the magic flows. And then a simple beginner's circle can be something like this. You can use this one. You can create your own. I call upon the earth below and the sky above. I create the space with light, love, and intention. I invite the element of fire to bring energy and protection. I invite the element of water to bring flow and emotional clarity. I invite the element of air to bring wisdom and clear thought. I invite the element of earth to bring grounding and strength. This circle is now formed. It holds my energy, my magic, and my purpose. No harm may enter, no energy may leave without my will. Only truth, clarity, and aligned power may exist within this space. With my heart and with my will, I begin this work. This circle is sealed and protected until I choose to release it. So mote it be. And then to close the circle, you can use that. But, just like the work is complete, the energy has been raised, shaped, and released. I thank the elements, earth, air, fire, and water, for their presence and power. I thank any spirits, ancestors, or guardians who have watched over this space, and you can name them by name if you have called them by name. The circle is now opened. Its boundary dissolves. Its energy returns to the earth. May peace remain in this place. May clarity remain in my spirit. May protection remain around me as I go. This space is no longer held, but it remains sacred. I walk forward in strength, in balance, and in gratitude. So mote it be. And at that time, you have your physical circle with salt, or sometimes people will lay nails down in a circle, or whatever your physical rope, whatever. You can open that. You can ring your bell. You can ding your sounding bowl. However or whatever you use to place your circle, if it is something physical, then physically open it as well. And then everything is dismissed. You can sweep the space up. You can extinguish the candle. Go from there. Blessed be.